Some courtroom moments are shocking.
That's another 93. That's 693.
That's another 30 days. That's 60 days.
So what?
90 days.
So?
120 days.
Okay.
These are some of the most ridiculous acts ever caught on camera in a courtroom.
Well, I'll see you guys in with a lawyer. And a lawsuit, too.
Oh, wait, bring him back.
And they all come with real consequences. In August 2024, a routine court session in Michigan took a wild turn when Jarrell, a defendant facing a trespassing charge, completely lost his composure in front of Judge Cedric Simpson. Frustrated with delays in his case and clearly fed up with the process, Jarrell began shouting at the judge in open court. He used harsh and disrespectful language, while continued with a string of verbal outbursts. But here's where things got serious. Each time Jarrell spoke out of turn or disrespected the court, Judge Simpson calmly responded by adding 93 days of jail time for contempt of court.
That's another 93. That's another 93. That's another 93.
Jarrell didn't stop. He just kept going. By the time it was over, he had racked up 6 contempt charges, totaling a whopping 558 days behind bars, nearly a year and a half added to what was originally a minor case. This incident quickly made its way around social media, serving as a powerful reminder that the courtroom is not the place to lose your cool. No matter how frustrated you may feel, showing respect for the process, and especially the judge, is crucial. Judge Simpson later explained that the contempt charges weren't about silencing Jarrell, but about maintaining order and protecting the dignity of the court. Christopher Colon appeared via video link in a Florida court for violating a restraining order. After the judge denied his release, Colon launched into a profanity-laced rant, resulting in a 364-day jail sentence for contempt of court.
My bondsman is willing to take me out again on a bond.
That's very kind of him, but that won't be necessary today because you're
Well,
not
I'll
going
see you
anywhere.
Well, I'll see you guys in with a lawyer and a lawsuit too.
Okay. Oh, wait, bring him back, please.
And you can go yourself too.
All right. Would you bring him back for me, please?
Hey,
Come back.
you guys can suck my dick. You guys can suck my dick. Okay? I'm being
Your
dead
bond
ass
on
real.
count
Suck
one
my
will be $125,000. Your bond
That's
on
no
count
problem.
2 will be $125,000. Your total
How much is my
bond
bond?
$250,000. That's
Okay, no
because
problem. I can bond out, man.
that bond is revoked. You're going to be held without bond until further order of the court. The court will also...
No problem. Like I said, you guys can suck my dick while you guys had it.
Sir,
Okay, man, I
behavior,
don't got nothing to say, man.
your
I don't
behavior,
got nothing to say, man.
your
I'm telling you,
behavior
man.
has disrupted
Man, I gotta
the
hear this
court.
pussy-ass cracker
Your
right here, man.
profanity,
Yeah,
your
man, you
rudeness
guys understand,
has
man?
caused the court at this time will sentence you to 364 days in the Broward County Jail to be carried out.
Still gotta feed me, man.
Thank you, sir.
And
If
give
you'd
me
like
a
to
bed.
appeal this sentence,
Shit, man.
you'll have 30 days to do so.
In 2013, a courtroom interaction between Ebony Burks, a 32-year-old woman from Paynesville, Ohio, and Judge Gary Bennett went viral after Burks' repeated verbal outbursts during her video arraignment led to a dramatic increase in her jail time. What started as a relatively routine hearing ended with a nearly 300-day sentence for contempt of court. Burks appeared in court facing charges related to a family dispute involving her grandparents. As is common in domestic dispute cases, the judge issued a no-contact order, meaning she was not to contact the alleged victims. The courtroom video, broadcasted via video link from jail, captures the escalation in real time. Judge Gary Bennett explained the no-contact order, stating it was standard in such cases. Burks interrupted.
Oh, but how you just gonna tell me I can't go home now?
What?
How you gonna tell me I can't go to my house?
I just did.
The judge warned her about disrespect. She continued interrupting and protesting, and then this happens.
Good morning, Miss Burks.
Good morning.
You're charged with assault. That's a misdemeanor 1, carries a possible fine of $1,000 and or 6 months in jail. Domestic violence is also a misdemeanor 1 and carries a possible fine of $1,000 and or 6 months in jail. You have 3 pleas available to you today: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You also have the right to a lawyer, and if you can't afford a lawyer, the court can appoint one for you. What plea would you enter?
Not guilty.
Court will accept your plea of not guilty. I'm going to assign your case to one of the courtrooms. All right, Ms. Burks, on the domestic violence, I'm going to set a $7,500 cash or surety bond. That bond is conditioned of no contact with Cedric McRae. On the assault, I'm going to set a $7,500 cash or surety bond. That bond is conditioned of no contact with Tiffany Castro. No contact means you can't call him, you can't write him, you can't text him, you can't email him, can't leave a message on some social media, you can't go visit him. If you go someplace and either Mr. McRae or Ms. Castro's there, you have to leave. If you're someplace, even though you may have arrived first and one of them shows up, you still have to leave.
So you gonna tell me I can't go home?
I'm telling you, you can't go home. If you live with...
Whoa, I'm talking. No need to say nothing.
If you live with Mr. McRae, you cannot return to that residence.
Oh, but how you just gonna tell me I can't go home though?
What?
How you gonna tell me I can't go to my house?
I just did.
Well, I bet I do.
Well, then you're in contempt, young lady, and you've got 30 days. So you're not going... You're not... What?
Whoa.
Get back! Get back!
You just said I got
Get back!
I'm not getting nothing else.
That's another 30 days. That's 60 days.
So what?
90 days.
So?
120 days.
Okay, and?
180 days.
Whoa!
Please, quiet.
The exchange repeated. Each outburst led to another 30 days being added. This happened 7 times, resulting in a 270-day contempt sentence stacked consecutively.
Get off me! Get your hands off me, man.
Come on.
What else you got to say?
Oh, nothing. We'll talk in 6 months when you're ready to come back for your case.
Sorry, Your Honor.
Not as sorry as she's going to be.
I ain't bad. They got commissary. I got money.
That's 200 days. You got anything else to say, Miss Burks? That's 300 days!
Burks served 88 days after time served in reduction for good behavior. Under Ohio law, contempt is any behavior that disrespects or disrupts court proceedings. Judges have the authority to summarily sentence individuals to jail for criminal contempt if it occurs in their presence. Burks' multiple interruptions, profanity, and refusal to comply met the standard for repeated criminal contempt. The footage was featured on shows like Andy's Court Cam and shared across social media platforms. Many viewers were shocked by how quickly her sentence escalated, while others saw it as a powerful example of why respect for the court is essential. In early 2024, Deobra Redden, a 30-year-old man from Las Vegas, Nevada, became the center of national attention after a courtroom incident that shocked both legal professionals and the public. During a sentencing hearing, Redden made a sudden and aggressive move toward the judge, an act that was captured on courtroom cameras and quickly went viral. Redden was in court for sentencing in a case involving a violent offense. He had previously pleaded guilty as part of a deal that could have resulted in a reduced sentence. According to court records, Redden had a history of behavioral issues and had previously requested to participate in a court-supervised mental health program. Redden appeared before Judge Mary K. Holthus for sentencing. He had hoped for leniency, including being accepted into a diversion program. However, the judge denied his request, citing his past conduct and the seriousness of the case. As the judge began to deliver her final remarks, Redden suddenly rushed forward, moving around the defense table and leaping over the bench in an attempt to reach her. The entire scene was captured by a courtroom security camera. Court officers intervened quickly, restraining him before he could make physical contact. The judge was briefly knocked back, but did not suffer serious injuries. Redden's courtroom actions led to additional felony charges, including attempted battery on a protected person and obstruction of justice. These new charges were compounded by his original offense and his decision to reject a favorable plea deal. Instead of a potentially reduced sentence, Redden was ultimately sentenced to 26 to 65 years in state prison.
I'm not a bad person. I'm not an evil person.
31-year-old Deobra Redden pleads for leniency before a judge sentences him. During trial in September, Redden agreed to plead guilty, with the stipulation he's mentally ill.
I saw nothing but red, and I don't remember doing anything except for jumping on top of her and doing this to her robe. I was like, why are you doing this to me? That's what I wanted to ask her, if I think I know myself, but I'm not really sure.
He made a conscious decision to kill me and made every effort to succeed. If he had his way, he'd be facing a sentence of life without the possibility of parole for murder.
Prosecutors reading a statement from Holthus during Tuesday's sentencing, Redden crying as his attorney explained his client's years-long battle with schizophrenia.
This is a person that can and would be able to do it given the appropriate help from a psychologist and mental health counselor.
As she handed down her 26 to 65-year sentence, the judge in this case saying this attack was one on all judges.
It was not just retaliation for an attack on Judge Holthus. It was also an attack on the judiciary.
With credit for time served, Redden will be eligible for parole in the 2050s. He'd be in his mid-50s by then.
The incident raised concerns about courtroom safety, especially in situations where defendants are not restrained. Judge Holthus returned to the bench shortly after the incident and continued her duties. Legal experts emphasized that Redden's outburst not only affected his own case, but also highlighted the importance of maintaining decorum in the courtroom. Emotional responses during sentencing can have serious long-term consequences. Respecting courtroom procedures is not just expected, it's essential. What might seem like a split-second decision can lead to life-changing outcomes. Which of these courtroom moments shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, the next wild moment is just one click away. Tap the video on the screen, and I'll meet you there.